Hey, what up? We back. Another hour-long queue to get in, but here we are. We're gonna make the most of it. We vibing to some flowery flute playing. Alright, now that all that's taken care of, let's get back to it. Let's keep moving. Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city, and our endless investigations have not been in vain. We now know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the Forum discovered in the ethereal sea. With our freedom so sorely curtailed, however, we will struggle to learn more of substance here in Charlayan. Hey, what's up, Kral? You good? You may encounter some raised eyebrows, but do continue to claim the students as your sponsor whensoever the need arises. I believe in the guiding principles of the Scions, and I know my grandfather would have as well. The overall picture has grown clearer, yes, but that's in spite of the Forum being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival, come what may, is Father's work so vital that it takes precedence over his own family? Yee. Alpha Node, Alize, it is you. When I heard you've been dragged before the Forum, I came as swiftly as I could. I'm so very glad they allowed you to stay. Who are you? Who you be? Mother? Oh, shit, okay. What up, moms? Emiliance Levier at your service, and you fine people must be the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. Mother, please. We don't wish to make things difficult for you if the word reaches Father that you are here. Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? I am well aware that you and Master Falchant are not on the best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. The timing couldn't be better. As matters stands, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Thancred's group and reconsider our options. Go, visit your home. We'll be back at the Annex when you're ready to rejoin us. I'm not sure Etros, what do you think? Etros, the Etros Gate? That's me. What a splendid day this has turned out to be. The champion of Eorzea. I insist that you join us. Ah, but we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the servants will be made to suffer the consequences. Etros, if you would be so kind as to escort my children to the estate. And then she was gone, and with her opportunity to protest. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. I apologize, my mother is not one to take no for an answer. Still, I am glad, relieved even, to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Etros? Though it seems we shall have little enough time to enjoy it, will you accompany us on our visit home? Fine, if we're going, then let's get it over with. But be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking into our private chambers, thank you very much. Why ever not? Your room is always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away. Childhood toys. I mean, never mind. Levier Estate is that way, straight down the stairs. Come on. We just chilling, just hanging out. Hold up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that goddamn otter. It's in a broader otter. Oh my god. This game, too much. Taking a photo. No, come back. Oh. No. Oh well. I was really feeling good about that otter. Brighten my spirits. When Alizé and I were little, this bridge was as far as we were permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother or a servant was always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. And now look at us, traveling to different continents, different worlds even. As children, Afanode and I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. It must have been a day when his meetings ran long, because I remember growing restless and leaning out over the railing to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived at that exact moment, came pounding down the path in a panic, crying out my name. Emeliance. And here you are at last. Please, do come in.
Welcome home, my lady. What? What are you gawping at? Oh, I suppose I never gave the decor much thought. I'm glad that you approve, I think.
Lord Fourcheneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alizé, if you'd accompany me upstairs.
We shan't be long.
I have a bad feeling about this. We are getting to know the
twins have
Levier
been sending
family.
letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name. "'Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them.
All of this is making me think something really bad is going to happen to them.
Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
When you mentioned gifts, I wasn't sure what to expect. Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
Hey, what's going on? We in House Levier.
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become. See for yourself.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
They always getting new gear.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
If you would allow me, Master Alphino.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father. Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry. I am told these devices are quite difficult to master. But someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb.
Aplomb, we just learned a new word.
May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We will, Mother. I promise.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion.
Ears open, mouth shut.
Fortuno has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Mom's pretty chill, man. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I can see it meant a lot to her, and I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit was all too brief. For now, however, it will have to suffice. As will these tokens of home that we carry with us, these gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality words. Let us return to the annex and rejoin our companions. Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, watch me suffer through pronunciations. Where am I going? Let's see here. The Valdesian Annex. I don't even have to look. Oh my god. Okay. So now instead of opening the map and then going to wherever I need to go, all of the quest stuff is already here. So I could just drill into this game. I'm sorry, what? Enjoyed your time with the Leviers, I hope? I would ask how the twins fared, but their new outfits tell the tale. I only hope we can help them to reconcile with their father, that they might return home one day with their heads held high. In the meantime, we edge ever closer to the secret the Forum strives to hide. Phrasing. And the flower bequeathed to you, more phrasing, by Heidelin is sure to guide us going forward. I'm confident that once you've scouted out the situation in Thavnir, we'll be well equipped to plot our next move. Alright. So we all buttoned up in here. Now hold on. The Great Heist, and then Constructor. What's the thing close to me then? Oh, that is what that is. Labyrinthos. Can I go down now? Hold on. Let me just check. I don't know if I... Let's have to go the long way. Hoppy old behemoth over here. See, this song do be sounding like Castlevania though. Oh my god, no. No, please God, no. Oh no. The song again. Ah, this is part of my nightmares now. Oh no, let's just get real close over here so we don't have to listen to that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, wait a minute. I have to go down this way, right? Yeah. Ah. No. No. Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. I want a labyrinth screamer. Every patch, they have to have the song, the one song that is just like a earworm. Heaven's Ward had it. Stormblood had it. Shadowbringers had it. There was that one song. You're like, oh, thank God they're not using the bagpipes. No, we're not using bagpipes anymore. We are straight up just using cricket whistles. Cricket whistles now. See, I can rock with this. Very whimsical. Very nice. I mean, it turns into like a banger, but it's like the beginning of it is just so much. Then you get a little reprieve, and it's really nice. It's just real nice. Going the long way. They're like, bruh, you know Lahi? We need to out Lahi Lahi. Immersion ruined. Oh, that? I found that in Thavnir. To be more specific, at the alchemist's outpost, the Great Work. 'Twas used by the first alchemists, they say, and there are few tools like it still extant. I spent days arguing my case before its owner agreed to hand it over. It's all coming together now. The woodworm was probably exposed to so many alchemic concoctions in that settlement that it developed hardy resistance to substances like the pesticide. Let's waste no time in grrring the biologist about this. I feel like I've seen that little troll in the Archaean. Is it alright for him to be out about like this? Well, circumstances have required us to set him free for a bit. Closely monitored, of course. Now, where did he go? Oh my, we should make for Marial Aragonomics straight away then. Alright. Well, that certainly makes a lot of sense in light of all that's happened thus far. I happen to know that the alchemic pesticide used at the Archaean was created in Thavnir, so it's hardly surprising that our woodworm friend has developed a resistance to it. Now how shall we solve this conundrum? It may not be the most inventive solution, but what if we were to make an even stronger pesticide? Grr, but how? Assuming that's a yes, I'll need you to get your hands on a Luncheon toad's poison gland. I'll take care of the rest. Oh my, despite their adorable name, those toads are not to be trifled with. Trifling. You think you're up to it? The buffoon clearly isn't. So I'd say you're our only hope. I take it he skipped right to asking for your assistance. You'll find the toads roaming near Numna. Numna? I believe. Do you take care now? Hey, I need to apologize because I had Taco Bell earlier today. And oh my goodness. I missed it so much. It was delicious. Can't eat it every day though. That's a once in a year type thing. Why are we always busting out the behemoth? There's other mounts, brah. Pop a chocobo. This is how we do it. Peace. The Oof. Judging by the smell, I think it's safe to assume you've got what I asked for. Allow me to tuck that away before we all pass out from the stench. Out of smell, out of mind. And now I've got all I need to make one of the most potent pesticides out there. Hold on just a moment. Director. Try to pronounce that name. I am not. What exactly are you making here? And why does it smell like the inside of a toad? And you. I believe your job requires you to bring any missing specimens back to the Archaean and not take them on a tour of the realm. Please, allow me to explain. Got this bookworm, man. Excuse me. I see why you feel such drastic action is needed. However, I cannot permit you to release such a potent pesticide inside my Archaean. It could damage which is housed within, and there's no telling how it might affect labyrinth environments. The fumes inevitably escape the building. Whilst the pesticide we currently use may be on the weaker side, that is also one of its strengths. It has a negligible impact on the environment. You clearly haven't given your plan much thought. Fear not, I shall come up with a solution in due course. For now, let's return the specimen to the Archaean. There's little to be gained by allowing a troll to ruminate on such matters, no matter how odd it may be. Give me another chance. I can't sit back and watch those marvelous books be destroyed. Is it addressing me? It truly wishes to protect the tome so strongly? Very well. In light of you having discovered the woodworm issue in the first place, I shall grant you one more chance to present a solution. Should you prove capable of ridding us of the infestation, I promise to cease treating you as a mere specimen. Assuming that you come up with the solution all on your own, of course, you are forbidden from consulting the researchers. Understood? I worry that I won't be able to come up with a way to solve our problem. Let me and think on my own for a bit. It's alright. You don't need to interpret for me. Even I can tell he's struggling with the weight of this task. You know, creatures like trolls tend to perk up when someone pets them. Why don't you show Shaggles some affection? He might pretend not to like it at first, but trust me, he'll warm up soon to it soon enough. Emote quest, baby! Where the hell is he? Where the hell is he? Ah, the nighttime music is a lot better. It's just the piano. And that goofy stuff. I can't come up with anything good. I'm just a little creature. Oh yeah, we petting some petting. Heavy petting. Excuse me. What are you doing? I'm not a dog. Honestly, what the grr was that? You know, I actually feel a bit better now. Seems like he's back to his old self. Listen, Shaggles, if anyone can do this, it's you. I normally call him a buffoon and move on, but I'm the grr who nearly destroyed Labyrinthos' ecosystem by unleashing a super strength pesticide. If anyone's a fool, it's me. I know I'm forbidding from consulting the researchers, but can I ask you for advice? But I can ask you for advice, right? You must have fought your fair share of foes on your adventures. How do you take down especially grr ones? Simply end them. The woodworms do come from tropical climes, so their weakness would be freezing temperatures, though if we make it too cold in the Arcane, I risk exposing the books to frost damage when all the moisture in the air freezes. Wait, the air. Deprive them of the air they need to survive. I bet we could starve the worms of oxygen with the gas emitted when you pour hydrochloric acid on limestone. We'll need to evacuate the staff and other living specimens, but it wouldn't damage the tomes or documents. We wouldn't know if it'll work unless we grr it a go. He can get acid. There's more than enough for the taking in the 30 grr facet. Meet us at the Arcane once you have it. We're gonna, I get the impression you come up with a solution. Would you mind filling me in? We're going to, suffocate the worms. Brilliant, though. I'd best at least pretend to be looking after Shaggles while I fetch the acid. Please do get that stone in the meantime. Alright. Wow. Uh-oh. Yo. There we are. Just find the sparkly. Oof. Found ourselves a sparkly. Best 70 gil I ever spent. Everyone's out and we've got the acid as promised. Did you keep your end of the bargain? Many gurs. I'll be right back. Suffocate some bookworms. I filled the test room with gas. Now we only need to wait to see what happens. Grrr. You know, I've been on my own almost as long as I can remember. I do recall that I constantly questioned my parents, which is probably what led them giving up on me altogether. That same intelligence or belligerence, depending on who you saw, me rescued and brought here. It made me interesting, I suppose, but I've only ever been treated as a specimen. You're the first person I've been able to have an actual conversation with. For the longest time, my Archean books were my only friends. They were both my loyal companions and my window from which I gazed upon the outer world. That's why I can't stand by and let them be destroyed. Naturally, I would love for my intelligence to be recognized so that I might become a researcher in my own right. But more than anything, I want to protect the Archean. Archean. I'm going to just say that's what it is. It worked. It actually worked. The pests are no more and the tomes look as good as new. As good as new. Well done. Your method is both effective and safe. We shall waste no time in using it to rid the entire facility of woodworms. As you promised, you are no longer to be treated as a mere specimen. From now on, you are an apprentice researcher. Grr, thank heavens the Archean will be safe once more. And allow me to thank you for everything. I couldn't have done it alone. My very first project as an apprentice will be to study how to produce sounds, just like your kind do. After Grr, if I want to be a researcher, I need to learn how to speak with people other than you. It's good to see Shaggles looking so pleased. Thank you for all that you've done for us. Thank you all for... Oh, but before you go, could you perhaps tell me what he thinks of me? Neither one of those two things are very good. Is that so? Now listen here, you little shit. But he's too adorable. He's too adorable to be angry with. Come, let me pet you. Up. Cease this, you buffoon. I'm no one's pet. No, come back. Let me touch you without your consent. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Where the hell is this? Where the hell am I? Yikes, that's a real far away. Okay. Seems about right. Alright, what do we got going on? I've been asking around about my colleague, and someone claims to have seen him setting out from port in a small boat. Maybe he loaded the shipment onto it and headed back, in which case, we must have just missed him. I hope that's all that's happened. Well, let's head back to the great work. You should keep an eye on the shoreline on our way back, just in case. Pretty sky out tonight. That fool left himself wide open to get robbed. He didn't even notice me following him from the port. Now all I have to do is sell off this fancy metal, and I'll never have to work another day in my life. Or a few weeks at least. What are you looking at, huh? Scram. You think you're some kind of defender of justice? Ooh. You're dead, boy! Oh, his friends want some too? Hold up. Dot him up. Yes, that box was definitely stolen. Oh no, his boat must have capsized. I loaded everything on the boat to bring back, but something hit us and I managed to swim to safety, but the cargo, I'm so sorry. Forget the cargo. All that matters is you're alright. We'll just have to do without the sunken goods. What? You can do that? Yeah, something something ether, something something breathing underwater. Just swimming, just chilling. Sparkly. Yes, sir. Alright, let's go underwater. You're just chilling underwater like Echo the Dolphin. There's the last one. Remember how big it was when water was introduced and it was like it's only a matter of time before they introduced flying? It's good times. That's way too far away. I'm gonna cheat a little. I'm gonna just cheat a little. I'm gonna have a little cheat as a treat. Where's this? Where's this? You made it back. If you're worried about my colleague, he's fine, just resting after clearing out the water in his lungs. I gave him some chai, and he went right to sleep. You managed to retrieve all the lost cargo? Incredible. These are valuable weapons imported from Vilebrand. They just need a few alchemic finishing touches before they're complete. From here, they'll head off to the hands of the Rads at Hand warriors to help protect the Order. Thank you for everything, adventurer. Struggling to speak. Struggling to pronunciate. What's going on? Nope, I did this before. I've done this before. Yeah. How'd it go? My sheet metal, you got it back? Nothing's stopping me from fixing up that busted old furnace now. So what can you tell me about the culprit? Damn, look at that shield. One of the Elzen folk? Rare to see them around these parts. He must have traveled here from somewhere else. Look at that shield, though. Ooh. All sorts of people come to Rads at Hand, not all of them respectable. The freedom of the city calls upon people from all lands and walks of life. He must have been aboard the same vessel as me, seeing as he knew I was transporting valuables, and tailed me from the port. I need to be more careful of my surroundings from now on, only if everyone were as trustworthy as you. In any case, I'm almost glad that this was a clear-cut robbery. If it had been one of my comrades that stole from me, I won't dwell on it. Here, take this, as thanks for hunting down the thief and returning my goods. That's Xeno shit. Exarch Tower Shield. Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. That's hot. That's hot as fuck. I also think I want to throw my little helmet on. I look like Final Fantasy VI soldier. Excuse me. But I do need to see his face in cinemas. Alright, where am I going? Where am I going? Right over here. Pronounce that, dare you. This is it. Angie grass. I'll grab a few bundles. You keep watch. I hate to get eaten so close to my goal. Oh, come on now. As I was saying, ah, shit. No. Thank you for watching over me. I got all sorts of ingredients, even more than I hoped for. All thanks to you. If you weren't here, I would have been too scared to... What was that? Perhaps we should continue our talks back at the great work. Well, perhaps we shall. Perhaps we shall. If I'm a cheap out, just teleport there. You gotta walk like a Chad. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Whew. Made it back in one piece. I really can't thank you enough. With your brawn and my nose, I've got enough agni grass to solve a whole army's digestive issues. Having olfactory senses 5 times as strong as your average Midlanders comes in handy sometimes. This place can be a bit much though, so many smells mingling and clashing, and all of them so strong. Anyway, thank you again, kind adventurer. Please, take this. Yeah, we get it. You do cocaine. Big whoop. If you ain't sharing, I ain't trying to hear about it. Alright, let's do something about this. I feel like I was here before. I couldn't go any farther. I have been here before. What if I just jump off? What if I just do it? Alright, let's keep it going. We'll just have to hug this until we... I think that's the way. Oh, that's pretty whack. Yeah, that's better. Try hearing those loud-ass Magitech steps going on. In an ether current, let's go. There we go. I like having the horsey. That's pretty good. All present, then let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert, and strict restrictions are in place for entry. Though you may have been granted special permission, I ask that you remain close to me at all times.
A vast rock squats upon Favnir, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rods at Han.
Squats. Weird.
Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things.
Let's ponder upon the orb.
Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun. The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
Razatan.
But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
What? City was made specifically for HDR.
Here we are, Megadota,
Megadota.
It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside. Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, Satrap of Radzatan. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude. A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nadana and the others.
Nadana.
I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
As you wish.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdez.
That's a dragon song.
But you are known to me. Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn. I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra, of the First Brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Aye, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's Solmar's spawn, I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat-Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive were the Aura. Adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came.
Damn humans.
threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility. When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radz Athan.
Radz Athan.
But if Vitra is still here, then your position as Satrap is just...
A charade. Yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Perforce, another new word I just learned.
Your eye. It was taken.
'Tis here, buried within the semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum, constructed by the finest artisans of Razatan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my wit.
Wow. Yeah, he's got green hair.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered. Estinian warm blood.
He's gonna kill this dude.
From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another. Yet did neither one of us bear his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz Athan. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
Where you got now?
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a sure path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau, I am told. 'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the 4 of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It
Already
seems
assuming
a
I'm
quick
going to
trip
do
back
it.
to Charlian is in order.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Rads at Han, I see no reason to refuse, nor will I.
I am in thy debt.
Stinian is doing a little face turn here. It's ice cream time. I'm chewing in the mic, I apologize. Ben & Jerry's, the Tonight Dough. This is the shit right here. Oh. Ah. What ethereal light, though? Ugh. You mean to tell me that I was in Rata 10 and I didn't attune to the ethereal light? Aetherite? What? It's kind of expensive to teleport around here. There it is again. What's the Andron? Bing bong.
Your time in Thafnir has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thafnir.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Frodola's report, they were unable to free the Emolja. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Afrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal. Thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope, and I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Yostola, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodra by a considerable margin.
What's going on? We got 3 people in here. Well, I'm one of them,
so... But I think Alize herself would assert that she's at her best when she's charging onto the breach. And from what I recall from the...
What up, C?
There's a spring in her step when she fights by your side.
How was work?
Ye gods, will you never let me hear the end of that? Rest assured that I will do what is asked of me, regardless of who I happen to be standing next to at any given time.
Damn, it's close to midnight.
It seems
As long as you're having a great day.
All that remains is to carry it out.
I'm having
I'll
myself some
inform
Ben
Raj
and Jerry's
of our
ice cream.
movements. So let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
And we're heading towards the Tower of Zot.
A military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Damn right I am. We're gonna maybe hit our first dungeon. What flavor? This is the Tonight Dough. Caramel and cookie ice creams with chocolate cookie swirls and gobs of chocolate. Chocolate chip cookie dough and peanut butter cookie dough. And I ate Taco Bell before that. 12 Cinnabons. I'm an American Dream Man myself. Not bad. Another strong contender. We go into the hatchery. I'm gonna fuck around and finish this whole thing. Fish food is decent too. I think I've had that once or twice. But if it's got chocolate, if it's got cookie dough in it, I'm all about it. Heading to the Tower of Zot. They got me making big boxes this week. Hey, is that check still clearing? That's all that matters, right? Damn right. Make those big goddamn boxes, man. Do it big. Nebadine. Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah, by the way, that horn dude is a dragon eye. Horny phrasing. Hold up. Ha 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 ha. Oh yeah, I was supposed to be reading this. We commence at the operation at your word, my friend. For the people of Thavnir, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. Yeah, right before you jumped on, I found out that that kid was the eye of a dragon that is the real master of Raznathan. Alright. New dungeon hype! Let's go! I guess I gotta go in as a paladin. Y'all need to be level 81. I want to do my summoner though. I guess that makes sense. Tower of Zot, let's go. That's a Final Fantasy IV song. Oh, that was many patches ago. They had an entire raid series that was dedicated to 6. We even fought Kefka. Yeah. Well, fuck also the Adama weapon. Yeah, you even fight on the ghost train. The Cyan's ghost train. You fight the one boss that had wall change in the Tower of Fanatics. Oh boy, look at this guy. Armored Fiend. Now, I wonder if that was a mob from 4. It's the 3 sisters. It's the Magus sisters. Oh shit. Alright, let's dot them up first. Zot Sky Armor, that was definitely a mob, I think, in 4. Apply a dot on them. They're all dotted up now. Gonna burn this one down. Yeah, that's all the flashy happens. So how far did you get in AVGN? In the AVGN game? When did you finally tap out? Beat the first one like last night, like 30 minutes before I went to bed. Nice. Congratulations. Huh.
You underestimate me.
That game is fun as hell, dude. Highly recommend it. I might give it a go. But now that Endwalker's out, everything else is put on the back burner. This will be the new holiday game. Minjura. I get that. Mine's a bundle that has both games. Nice. Oh boy, this is going to be one of those. Here we go. Now we bopping. Whatever that is. I didn't make that. Oh my god! %, let's go.
You now.
So you have chosen Defiance. Yeah. Alright, one sister down. Oh, shit. We got trees, bruh. If you don't know about them trees. Ah, this is kind of spoopy. Dot him up, dot him up, dot him up.
You now.
Okay, no more area of effect spells because it's down to mobs. We get a look at these tempered Imperials. The hell are those? What are those?
This will hurt.
Those things look spooky. Oh, I see, look at that. That kind of looks familiar, right? That's definitely from 6. But in the Final Fantasy VI raid, there is the actual mob, not Zot hypertuned. Straight from Zozo.
You underestimate me!
You're stunned, bitch! Nah. Get wrecked. Woo! Burning down trash mobs. Get out the way, bitch! Get out the way!
You underestimate me!
You're mine!
Alright, I'm getting some sweet level 82 gear, but I'm not level 82 on anybody but my paladin. So let's get some tank gear, please. Pray to the RNGesus. Here we go. Magnus Sister number 2. I'm gonna go where they're going.
You underestimate me!
I'm stuck. Okay.
You underestimate me!
No. That was confusing.
You underestimate me.
Get out the way. That'll do it. That'll do it. More healer gear. Calculation chamber. This mob's also from Final Fantasy VI. The rotor. And we got ring offending, boy. Let's go. New ring hype. We're getting closer to the big shiny. sure I could go through this dungeon a lot faster if I had an actual matched party with me. Here we go, it's boss time. It's the last Magnus sister. Magus, like a boss. We out here promoting synergy. The Magus sisters. Reflect. Oh shit. What the hell is this?
All or nothing!
Jesus Christ.
This will hurt.
I'm just following Alizé.
This will hurt.
That was the sound effect from the oh jeez.
I have you! All or nothing!
That has to be the sound effect from the game. Oh my god. Alright, one's down.
You underestimate me.
That's all of them.
You cannot stop us!
What happened? What happened? What happened? Ah, the 1 second, go! Yes! That was pretty intense. We handled it though. Mega Sisters, go back to Chrono Trigger. Go back to Final Fantasy IV. Monstrum Claws. Yeah. Let's go. Tower of Zot.
Is everyone all right?
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
The lower floors were disturbing enough, but this place feels wrong. The ether is heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
I believe we stand in the tower's beating heart. What sayest thou, Stola?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point. This is the core we seek. Yet something is off. As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it. 'Tis as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look. Curious. There is something there embedded inside the core. A man's limb.
This is what we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
Dread worm trance.
And that should be the end of it.
What now?
Obviously, the tower is going to collapse.
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be correct.
Bully for you! And how are we supposed to survive the fall?
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath our very feet dissolves. Brace yourselves!
I pray I'm not too late.
Oh, what happened? Where are we?
By my reckoning, we're still on the island where the tower stood. But 'tis as if it never existed. Hardly a scratch. But how?
Raha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
You should consider Quake Remastered one
That
day.
explains
Cheap
the
as
lack
hell,
of
fun as
obvious
hell, and it's
injuries.
cross-platform. I used to play Quake back in the day. I played Quake 1, played the hell out of it.
The expenditure of so much.
I saw the trailer for the remake, I think.
He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Quake was my jam. Quake and Hexen in Rise of the
Then the
Triad.
immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Angelo and I will take care of that.
I have every faith in you, Alize, but there are just too many for you to treat alone.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more Porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
Hail, Scions! We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened here?
The threat is banished, and thy people delivered. They are, however, in need of treatment, and we of a secure locale and helping hands to assist us in its provision.
Just say, assist me, bro.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
cleared our first tower. Let's go. The liberated prisoners are being transported to Radz-Hatan for treatment. Alizé and Yastola will oversee the administration of the tempering treatment with support from those who know a healing spell or two. We'll go and join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. You may now enter the Tower of Zot with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface located under the duty in the main menu. Yeah. Had enough rest, have you? You're never one for being idle. Right, Var Shahan bade us come to Mega Haduta at our earliest convenience. The others will join us there once they have finished tending to the prisoners. Ah, wait, on second thought, you and Astidian should go on ahead. I need to make a quick detour by the Great Work. We left Graha in the alchemist's care, you see. Best to fetch him before he's crammed into a specimen jar. Just you and me then. The guardsmen at the gate should wave us through. Yeah. I mean, they better. Bum ba dum dum bum ba dum bum bum. This mount seems a little slow, if I'm being honest. Ah, honored scions, you are free to enter at your leisure. As I cannot leave my post, I'm afraid you must make your own way. Should you require directions in the city, the sentry stationed at the fountain atop the steps should be glad to assist you. Though I've been to Radz-Hatan before, this place is a veritable maze. Rather than risk getting lost, we had best ask for directions from the sentry at the fountain. Lead the way, and don't expect me to act as your tour guide like certain others. Excuse me. Ah, Master Etros, I presume. I understand you are here for an audience with the satrap. If you require directions to Mega Haduta, I shall be glad to provide them. The satrap's residence is situated in Dharma. Dharma? Lost reference? In the highest part of Radz-Hatan. To get there, I would ordinarily recommend a route that takes you by the bazaars in the city's north. Due to the state of alert, however, most businesses are currently closed and the aetherite disabled. As such, I will provide you with an alternate path. Please ascend the steps next to this fountain, then continue left. There will be more steps, and upon ascending them, you will emerge on Pasca's path. Proceed through the large door on the right, and you will arrive at Ruveda Fibers. Within, you will find another sentry who will give you further guidance. In other words, we head up. Sounds straightforward enough. Easy. Heading to Megaduta, are you? In that case, please follow this hallway to my right and go through the door at the top of the stairs. You'll emerge at the entrance to the airship landing, where another sentry should be on hand to assist you. Incidentally, if you ascend the steps to either side of me, you'll find the workshops of the Ruveda Fibers. Though you're free to observe the artisans, take care not to lose your way. What? Thravarian weave. Hard to imagine more vibrant stuff. I dare say Emmerich would be partial to the gold thread. And the blue, of course. He loves his blue. I never put much thought into what I wear. A spare set of clothing is usually all I carry. And if that isn't enough, I can always obtain something locally. I was a little bit too ambitious there. Hey, there we go. Hey, there we go. Let's look out. If you're here for an airship, I'm afraid all flights have been suspended until further notice. So the state of alert is still in effect. Perhaps it's for the best. That aside, we're not here for an airship. We have business at Megaduta. Oh, in that case, permit me to direct you. From here, it's quite simple, really. Ascend these steps and continue straight ahead across the bridge. You cannot miss it. Yeah. Dharma. Nice. I remember passing by here with Varshan. The situation being as it was, he regretted not being able to show us the sights. Life has yet to return to normal here, but when it does, he ought to pay another visit. Though the city is confusing, the food is quite good, and I'm partial to Hamza myself. The meat surprisingly tender and flavorful. Squawk, squawk. Yeah, he wasn't too happy to hear that. His boys taste good. Hey, I'd be kind of flattered though. I'd be like, hey, you want a snack? You a little snacky snack? Snack. Let's get all attuned and shit. Megatuta. Greetings and welcome to Megaduta. May I inquire after your business? We are members of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, come at the invitation of His Excellency. Ah, of course, we've been expecting you. I'll show you into the audience chamber if you would please follow me.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
What's that supposed to
mean?
One
becomes accustomed to the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Valiant scions, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzadhan.
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia.
Alchemia.
Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
We are humbled by your generosity. know that the inventive wisdom of Radzat Han will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Oh my god.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
Descent 2 is my jam. And Jazz the Jackrabbit.
First bloomed. My choice had already been made.
Descent was my jam back in the day. 1 and 2. 2 had the better soundtrack though.
Distant place,
I think Descent 2?
and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still.
Descent fucking rules. All 3 games are available in a bundle on Steam. Oh my god.
Built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Twould
I'ma
seem
get 'em
we share the
Friday.
same desire
Hell
for
yeah.
peace, great Vritra.
Should try
that
to
end,
live stream that.
I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay. When war and strife drove my
Viscera cleanup detail. What is that? Never heard of that.
across the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift.
So there's 14 reflections. Probably representing the 14 games.
He knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom you must look for answers.
Literally an intergalactic janitor cleaning up after a massive battle. What? Huh. Sounds pretty cool though.
Seek you to divine the will of this star. If so, I have a tale which may afford you some small comfort.
It's story time with the dragon.
'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one?
Yeah, boy, we talking to dragons all day.
To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope. He believed so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since. Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydralyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way. Our fight against the Telophoroi is far from finished.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Little curtsy, little curtsy.
Prithee, a moment.
Uh-oh, he's gonna let him know.
There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee. I knew it to be so. From man and dragon alike have I learned of thine exploits. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsormr's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's wheel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe. Amidst this tangled knot thou shalt know no rest. 'Tis an endless confluence of forces, a struggle without cease.
All these fancy words.
More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Lady of Ice. That person. Oh no, yep. Final Fancy Words 14. Minfilia. Yup. Oh, that one hurt more. That one hurt the most.
Take heart and protect them well. They will be your strength and your salvation. The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Oh.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's just that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out...
'Tis I who must apologize. I have detained your champion overlong with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Looking at cats on the internet real quick. Very well. The others have gone ahead to the High Crucible. Let's catch up to them. The attendant was kind enough to give me directions to the High Crucible. First, let us return to the mulberry orchard. From here, we're supposed to follow the path left and past the mulberries. Where the street turns, enter the door straight ahead, then descend the steps. I thought that the Crystarium was confusing, but it doesn't compare to the Raz Hatan. The architecture and decorations make it even harder to get your bearings. Anyway, let's see where this door takes us. Damn, they're just saying it. And here's the Aetheryte Plaza. So far so good, and there isn't much further to go. From here we just need to cross the other side of the hall, then pass through the larger of the two doorways. The High Crucible lies beyond. I suspect the others have already collected the warding scales. Come, let us join them. Look at this nonsense. You see this shit? This is what I gotta deal with. According to the message on this base, this Aetheryte has been temporarily disabled. Temporarily disabled. Let's try it. Yep, honor bound don't mean shit no more. Lots of fending I don't need. nothing matters because... Yeah. Earrings don't matter. Up until 80. Lots of rings, too. What were we doing? That's right. Savage aim, baby. Oh, man. Savage aim everything, baby. I don't know what tenacity does. Battle dance. Why not? Tenacity? Fuck it. Look at all this. Oh my god. That looks pretty cool. What the hell is all this? We're last, of course, but at least we found the place.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for. Enough to outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper, and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations. Of course, we would need to consult with various Alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
I can head eastward. Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Oh my god.
Please, I must speak with you.
Nidana, you're awake.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I've been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come.
As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta.
And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Thavnair from an awful fate.
Yet who has truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman? Is this true? Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas. It was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
Look at that! Its color is completely changed.
What do you have there? How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate. The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities. That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
This is the MacGuffin that will win
I really
everything.
must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which is why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nonsense! You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the Annex.
And we will be in touch once our talks are concluded. I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
As it usually always is. Back to the old Charlayan.
Take heart and protect them well.
Good, you're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you? We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
Big old burger.
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well. But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
Yo, he's drunk.
Oh, I don't know about that. Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
What? To perfect his brooding stare? Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
Speaking of one's physical condition, Mistress Cryle, I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done. If anything, I should have liked to speak with her longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Heidelin instructed you to carry that flower, yes? Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it? Come to think of it, isn't that what happened with Nidana back in Radzat-Han?
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if reflecting the elation we all felt, the relief of a people with renewed hope.
Indeed, and in turn I felt buoyed by that radiance. 'Twas akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on the right path. I know we've not yet triumphed over the Tlofuroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won, perhaps. But it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day. Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Numenon, that's how you say it.
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion. They're tall, you see. The shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
Oh.
Yeah, I can relate.
I'm not that ambitious. But 'tis pleasant to idle away the hours every once in a while.
Xenos! Oh shit, Xenos.
Ah! Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well... never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavnir has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes... questionable.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
No. All else is... equal.
equally tedious, equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke.
It's pretty dim.
But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame. I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more, and then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before. Burn, burn, let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more. I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth, much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too. Yes, I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Look at all this stuff. That's pretty cool. Ugh.
Ah, I remember you.
I pray we have not caught you at an inopportune moment. We wanted to offer our thanks for your kind words in the forum.
Well, I could hardly let that inquisition go unchallenged. I've always believed that curiosity should be nurtured, not stifled. Thankfully, a majority of my colleagues agreed. A slender majority, aye, but a majority nonetheless.
Had the vote not gone our way, we would be having a very different conversation, if any at all. Though I'd like to think you would have not given up on our cause. I'm told you paid a visit to the annex afterwards.
Yes, that's right. I was hoping to speak with the grandchildren of my dearly departed friends Galuf and Louisois.
Louisois.
But it seems I just missed you. I still can't believe how much you've grown. If only your grandsires could have seen the way you presented yourselves to the Forum. Why, it fair brought a tear to my own eye. You must have the patience of a saint, putting up with this lot and their antics. Never mind Matoya's prize student. Luckily, I know a thing or two about managing unruly younglings. If you ever need advice, don't hesitate to ask.
If I may, there is a rather more pressing matter we wish to discuss. What can you tell us of this duty that the Forum must fulfill?
Nothing, I'm afraid. Like all humble servants of the Forum, I am sworn to secrecy.
'Tis well. I
Or rather, I couldn't tell you if I tried. Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made public, it would incite widespread panic. As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment, which prevents us from speaking of such matters without the express permission of the Forum.
How is that even possible?
Ether. It's all ether.
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
Oh boy, here we go. Lore dump, let's go. Lore dump hype. School's in session.
We shall begin by reviewing the fundamentals of etherology. The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into 3 forms. 2 are of the incorporeal sort, the soul, and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third? The answer is corporeal ether. This is the form with which the layman is most familiar. Consumed by even the simplest of daily activities and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in constant flux. In contrast, the ether that comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said for memory, as the two are intrinsically linked. Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it. Now, what would happen if that paper was doused with ink? The same type of ether as comprises the memories.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories, and any activities that depend upon them would be hindered as well. In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast scale not so long ago. And what might that have been?
The 7th Umbral Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the Lesser Moon and raining hellfire down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether it was an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment which binds me and the rest of the Forum is based on a similar principle. And yes, it is a contravention of the Sharlayan prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty are they subjected to the process. A necessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate the populace?
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed. Then, and only then, would we be able to speak freely to others of our sacred duty. Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea.
The live stream?
For there we will be purified, the blots upon our souls washed clean. And our memories drift apart and dissolve. Rather defeating the purpose, I suppose. But there are those memories that are indelibly etched upon our souls, some believe.
What happens after that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others, and create souls anew. Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole and return to the corporeal world, reborn into another form. Both theories have their proponents. Personally, I consider each equally probable. Well, I think that's enough education for today, now that I've given you some food for thought. Or rather, an entire banquet. I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as well, my friend. Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge. I wish you all the best in your pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
You've been granted the run of Phenomenon. If you're game, Ki Alapoof will what? Something. Let's get this new weapon. Man. And I just put materia in. Yo, I'm trying. Look at me. I'm like sprawled out on the sofa now with a blanket on me. I'm trying. It's hard. Oh boy, fetch quests, let's go. Fetch quest. Can't stop, won't stop yawning. Where's fast fashion at? Oh. I might not make it. 56 seconds. Oh no. It's in the building. 36 seconds. 30 seconds. Woo! Look at that drip, though. Look at that drip. That drip go hard. Alright, I can't keep my eyes open anymore. I'm passing out. I'm done for the night. AC, man, thanks for hanging out with me again. You guys sent me a message with that song in the middle of the day so I can remember to listen to it. Oh my god. It's definitely time for me to go to sleep. See, this right here goes real hard. Feel free to screenshot. But until next time, peace.